Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 50, plant. They can't hang with us. Snap.
Clock now on first down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready,
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox, light, Steve Rivers.
On second down, here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Here we go.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jacksonville.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shit. Watch the shit.
Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Curl. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
This is Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Jaguars.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
He's checking. Under.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Yeah, let's go. Check hot. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Foles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Broncos' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Switch.
Another try for Barkley. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Barkley, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
44's Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Locke, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Give me some.
On third and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check. Hey, go.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
You got
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Foles, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
44, Mike, hey, Sam off. Switch. Now. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Under.
And now here's a carry heading left. He's got daylight, and they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 16, Foles gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Under. Hey, Charlie.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the backer. 48, Mike. 48.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Ready. 30 base.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Switch. Two jet bombers. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, jet, fire.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, sound one.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Check nickel, nickel.
Under.
Back to throw here. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Now back to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Fighting through pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Mike 48. Push him back. 48.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Get it.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Slam. Check 37. Shift. Now.
They'll go for it. It's locked. He's got his tight end fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, nice 7. Big difference.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Mike, 48. Check pass.
Locke going to go on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Look at me. Zipper. 2.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they are using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
On the double. Check. 48's the mark. You better be afraid of me. Fight.
Now Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle.